Ippo trains and trains for his next match, and that is versus Jimmy Sisphar, the Thai national champion and a boxer Miyata beat earlier in the series. This is Ippo's opponent. He's 33-8, and he has won every single one of his matches with a knockout. The bell rings, and Jimmy surprisingly backs out of an infight, but this was not his intention at all. He instead built up momentum to run straight towards Ippo with a powerful punch. The swing slams on Ippo's guard, and he can't believe how strong Sisphar is. The blow pushes Ippo all the way to the corner. His fist is vibrating rapidly. Jimmy pounces at Ippo and launches another devastating punch. Ippo was able to get out of the corner, but just look at how much the post bent. If that hit, Ippo would have been knocked out cold. Jimmy once again goes for his full momentum, no guard, max power punch. Ippo is knocked back once again, and Jimmy repeats this again and again. Ippo is pushed to the opposite corner. How will he deal with this aggression? He's so damn powerful. Ippo thinks to himself he may get knocked out despite blocking. Ippo is able to dance around Sisphar, putting him into the corner instead. Jimmy repeats the same speedy one-shot KO punch, and Ippo's cross-arm block didn't even work. He was sent flying. The name for his all-or-nothing punch is called a jolt blow. Ippo once again tries to block it, but he's still sent back. Kamogawa's advice reaches Ippo. He must close in so he can't build up momentum. Ippo charges in as Jimmy charges once again. Ippo approaches, planning to strike him below to drag him in, but before he can complete the thought, Jimmy ignores Ippo to throw a huge punch. Ippo was dazzled by Sisphar's choice, and that caused Ippo to hesitate. Ippo ducks and weaves in to smash into Jimmy's body 2 times in a row. A brutal left hook also connects, making Jimmy lean back. Jimmy throws a huge punch, but Ippo reads it and counters him. Is it over already? No. Jimmy stands his ground, but he's gotta be hurting. Ippo rushes in with numerous speedy jabs, and Jimmy can only defend. Ippo sees an opening in his body, but notices Jimmy is twisting his torso to launch another devastating punch. The punch blows Ippo's arm away. Ippo just lost out in power. No one can believe it. Jimmy is twisting his body yet again and calls it the tornado jolt. Ippo moves in, but is too slow. The punch connects before he can punish the windup. It was so devastating that it flipped Ippo, and he slams right onto the mat. Is it over? Just kidding. The ref rules it as a slip though. Ha! Did he see something everyone else didn't? So we go back to the replay, and Ippo's right barely missed, and Jimmy's right didn't even connect at all. But his arm clotheslined Ippo's neck. That's why he flipped over in such a crazy manner. So that must hurt a lot. The round ends and another begins. Luckily that was the end, and we just didn't have to deal with anything else because that clothesline looked crazy. As round 2 starts, Ippo rushes towards the blue corner. Ippo swings with an explosive right and then aims to hit Sisphar once he starts winding up for his heavy punch. Ippo connects, but Jimmy is still planning on launching his tornado jolt. He swings, but Ippo cleanly dodges. Ippo is mortified as Jimmy's momentum didn't cause him to go off balance. He's using the twisting motion from his right to set up his left. He can throw the tornado jolt repeatedly. Ippo realizes he doesn't have time to block the blow, and the tornado touches down on Ippo's face, almost downing him and causing him to lose balance. Jimmy takes advantage of this and charges Ippo. Luckily, Ippo's jab into a left stops him in his tracks. The close range hits pile on the Thai champ, but the tornado doesn't stop there. He twists again in the middle of Ippo throwing a punch. He grits his teeth and the tornado lands once again. Ippo flies towards the mat and it looks like he will be downed, but once again, he hangs on by the skin of his teeth. One foot lands on the mat and he props himself back up. Takamura realizes that Ippo was blocking Sisphar's punches with his shoulders and reduced the total damage down to 1/3 of what they could have been. So Ippo isn't really looking as bad as it may appear. Sisphar charges, but Ippo opens up his guard. What will he do next? He goes for a duel exchange with Jimmy, the all-out brawler. Both fighters are looking rough, but Jimmy regains his balance first and run towards Ippo. Fortunately, the bell rang before Jimmy could start his assault. Ippo was saved by the bell. He just couldn't recover in time. This time around, both fighters charge at each other, looking to attack with everything they got. Their arms cross each other, but Ippo's was knocked aside. He anchors himself and pours all of his strength down through the tips of his toes. The windup is unreal. Their fists collide once again. Neither were knocked away. They were evenly matched. Ippo slips under and builds up even more strength than before, but Jimmy's able to block it with his shoulder. He's sent flying back, but the damage has been minimized. Ippo dashes forward, looking to land another big blow to Sisphar's face, but he missed. Ippo uses the momentum from his swing to power up his next punch, the same thing Sisphar has been doing. Unfortunately, Sisphar was able to block the strike. Too bad for Ippo. Ippo dunks under his right, but it grazed him. A right from Ippo cleanly connects, and Jimmy responds, but to no avail. Both fighters charge up and clash their fists. Neither one of them are gaining the advantage. Jimmy goes for another hook as Ippo dodges, but he also loses his balance in exchange. Ippo still goes for a sudden body blow from an awkward position and dives into the inside. Out of nowhere, the bell rings. Who will win this bout? Round 4 starts just like round 3. Both fighters looking to close in as much as possible. Both fighters keep throwing punches, but none of them are the decisive blow they are looking for. Jimmy's right hook grazes the top of Ippo's head, and Jimmy is barely hit by Ippo's right. Jimmy's left grazes Ippo. Everything they throw is so close to landing, the equilibrium does not break. The swings keep on coming, but neither of them are backing down. But Ippo has had enough. He's ready to end it all with the ultimate evolution of the Dempsey roll. Ippo goes extremely low, planning to land a brutal uppercut, and it looks like a KO punch if it does succeed. Before either can land their punch, both of their heads collide. Ippo brought up his body too soon, and that led to this head-on collision. No pun intended. The blood covers their eyes. It's everywhere. Jimmy takes advantage of the situation and surprises Ippo. Ippo is forced to guard as Jimmy wails on him. He is called Scar J for a reason. A powerful hook breaks Ippo's guard. As another swing is approaching, Ippo cannot brace for it due to his blood blinding him. The hook makes a clean connection, and Ippo reels back. Will Makunouchi Ippo fall? No, he hangs on confidently. Jimmy charges the wobbling Ippo and swings over and over. Even though Ippo can't see, he decides to go on the offensive and blindly throws out powerful swings. He uses this momentum just like the Dempsey roll. Both fighters' fists are on track to collide, but Ippo may have outplayed Jimmy here. He's using a path that isn't standard to the Dempsey roll. Ippo has found an opening and is looking for it right now. He escapes Jimmy's fist and is going for the craziest uppercut Jimmy will ever take. He aims for the light. He aims for the coach's glove. Sisphar realizes he's coming down from below, and in an epic double-page spread, Ippo sends Jimmy Sisphar, the Thailand national champion, flying off the mat. This has to be over now. No one can believe their eyes. Jimmy is down. I repeat, he is down. The ref calls off the fight. It has been stopped. It's over. It's over. Ippo Makunouchi wins versus Jimmy Sisphar. Ippo has made a statement to the world. He is here and he is a top contender. Takamura thinks to himself, if anyone realized the significance behind the punch Ippo just threw,